It is, rather unexpectedly, turning into the greatest battle yet of his political life. Events at State House and the Houses of Parliament paint Deputy President William Ruto as a man on the receiving end, as President Uhuru Kenyatta appears to cobble together a new coalition and wield a big stick at the same time against his, can we call it, former ally? Well, it's testing times here for the Deputy President, who has staked his future on what he fashions as a race between, quote, hustlers, a term he coined for his 2022 political mission, and dynasties, in reference to forces revolving around President Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga. So, what are the options for William Ruto? Our very own Enoch Sekolia gives it a try.
Before things fell apart, DP Ruto was the heir apparent to President Kenyatta as the leader of the Jubilee party. As the co-driver of the country's ruling party, it was almost a sure bet that he will replace Uhuru once he vacates. But the current rift between the two has widened to such an extent that jumping into Jubilee's top seat looks like a daunting task for Ruto. His influence in the party he helped build has been cut significantly. His key allies have been chopped off from government or rendered powerless.
Even if they continue with the patch of removing other leadership in the National Assembly or continue removing committee members and committee chairmen and persons, I think it does not change any resolve.
Constitutionally, the president has no power to send him packing, but it's apparent his office has been stripped of responsibilities and duties. The DP has been cast into the cold quite literally. And the man supposed to be the second most powerful figure on the landscape is facing tough times ahead of the remaining years of the Uhuru presidency. So what should the man from Sugoi do? Disembark or remain put and fight his dear political life?
Whether he leaves the party or he remains like he's inconsequential in party decisions, then 2022, whoever will be the most powerful in Jubilee or the closest to the most powerful people in Jubilee is likely to be nominated as the torchbearer for Jubilee.
Ruto's eyes remain focused on succeeding Uhuru Kenyatta as Kenya's fifth president. Analysts believe that whichever route he chooses to follow, it will be a bumpy ride in the wilderness. And to survive, the former Eldoret North Member of Parliament will have to dig deep into his reserves.
His main hurdle for now is, will he galvanize the Rift Valley for himself on another party? KANU has received the position of a majority leader in the Senate. The person who got it is from Rift Valley. Gideon Moi, who looks to be playing ball with President Uhuru, or the leader of Jubilee, is actually also from Rift Valley.
Ruto has proved to be an uncompromising brawler, ready to take the battle to his opponent's doorstep, as he did in central Kenya against his boss, luring several MPs to his side to push his agenda.
The game is yet to begin, and I can assure you from where we sit.
Facing a unity of what he terms dynasties and political bigwigs, Ruto could choose to use the popular approach, that of reaching out directly to the electorate. While at it, he would employ his strength on the political arena.
Hatuwezi kuwa tunasema tunashughulikia mahitaji ya wanasiasa.
The DP is good at the podium and working the crowds.
Munataka mambo ya kesi ICC iendelee tena Kenya hii? Hawa watu tunawaambia shetani ashindwe.
Ruto has energies only comparable to ODM leader Raila Odinga and the late Daniel Arap Moi. Those who know him say that the DP is grand schemer and a master planner who is also good at rebuttals. And his troops believe that the DP's war chest is sufficient to see him through.
He's an institution himself. He's a hustler nation. He's the face of hustler nation. He's the face of tenacity and resilience within the Kenyan nation.
If Ruto chooses to remain in Jubilee and as deputy president, he will be in office without the goodwill of the establishment, which could prove to be tricky. He might pass on as a statue for some government officials who might choose to disregard his directives or requests. Enoch Sikolia, Citizen TV.